Everybody, my name is Trisha Albrechtsen. I'm excited to get to spend a few minutes with you tonight telling you about something that's absolutely changed our lives, not only from a health standpoint, but also from a financial standpoint. It's given us back our time. It's given us incredible benefits to our health. We've been able to work with some of these doctors for over a decade, and it's made us millions of dollars. But beyond that, the bigger point is that we've been able to help hundreds of people be able to make between $10,000 and $150,000 a month and be able to come home and be with their families and be able to make an impact around the world. So whether you're looking at this because you want to have more time, or you're looking at this because you want to just be able to have enough money that you don't have to think about money anymore, or you're looking at this because you'd like to have a retirement a little bit quicker, or you're looking at this because you need health, I'm glad that you're here. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. We're going to jump right to the chase here. So I want you to think about what type of ailments fall in your genes. What kind of things are going on inside your body that you don't know are there? We can look to our history. We can look to our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents. Did they have things like cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes? What did they suffer with? Those are things that can be handed down genetically and might be just lurking inside of our DNA and we don't even know it. So for me and my husband, we wanted to be able to take a different path. We wanted to be able to write a different future for us, for our children, for those coming after us to be able to have a better quality of life. We learned about a doctor by the name of Dr. Joe McCord, who back in the early 1960s was just a student. He was just coming up in age and discovered an enzyme called superoxide dismutase. It was a little enzyme that was running around in every cell of the body that was gobbling up these little things called free radicals. And at that time, there was not a lot known about antioxidants or free radicals. He had to figure out what this thing was doing. It was acting like Pac-Man, going around eating things up. He didn't know if it was good or bad. It was that early on. But because of his discovery, he was nominated for the Nobel Prize several times. He was actually given the Elliott-Cresson Medal. And the Elliott-Cresson Medal is given to people who discover or create or invent something that changes all of humanity. Can you imagine? This is probably a name you've never even heard of, and yet he sits among names that we hear of and know well, and we use their products every day, like Alexander Graham Bell, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Madame Curie, on to people that have created things that we literally use and expect to have at our fingertips every single day. And yet here's Dr. Joe McCord, who's on that same list, and you're probably not using his discovery. I hope after today you'll want to. So I want to show you something that came about from his studies. He, over about 40 years' time, stopped trying to create a synthetic version and got the idea from some colleagues to just turn back on the production of this enzyme within our body. That led to the production of a product called Protandim. And Protandim, when it came out, was on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. It was on the Today Show, the Extra picked it up, ABC, NBC, on and on and on. There was so much notoriety. But in 2005, ABC Primetime did an investigative report to try to debunk this product. Bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to do some screen sharing and show you this study that was done.
But because it's being sold as a nutrition.
Let's start over at the beginning, shall we? I know you want to see more than just the end of it.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And as decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me? But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
Okay, so we saw that report a number of years ago and we locked arms with Dr. McCord. We started taking Protandim. It changed our health and it changed the health of hundreds of thousands of people and literally changed our finances forever. Here we are, fast forward. Dr. McCord did not stop with his discovery in early 2000. He's a scientist. He stayed in the lab. He and his associates continued to develop NRF2 activating processes. That's what that first Protandim was. It activates NRF2 in your body, which unlocks and turns back on genes and enzymes and basically acts as a balancer. Things that are too high, it brings down. Things that are too low, it brings back up, and it activates the NRF2 in the body. That's the power that got him that Elliott Cresson Medal, that got him the nominations for the Nobel Prize. So he went back into the laboratory. Since that date, he has literally created at least 5 new processes that turn on NRF2 activation. Sorry, I'm trying to find how to show you this chart. Okay, so I want to be able to show you these different processes that he has created. You can see the bottom gray line comes above the baseline. That's our Protandim. That's what you just heard about. That was this huge breakthrough in science. So I want you to think back to where, if you're my age or older, if you remember the rotary phone, how exciting it was when we got a flip phone. Protandim is like the flip phone. It changed everything to be able to have a phone that fit in your pocket. You could take it anywhere. It was wonderful. Protandim was the same way. It literally changed everything. But here we are, fast forward 15 plus years later, and there's all of these other versions that have come out. And now today we have the strongest NRF2 activator in the world that works over 10 times stronger than what Protandim did. It's called Genomics. It's the green line at the top, and it is licensed to a company called Actives. So Actives, okay, let me come back to where I can see you. Sorry, I'm jumping back and forth with technology here today. Actives is the company that has this blessed product, and it's about to create many more millionaires. So if you see the value of this product and you want to just take it, you can be a customer. If this doesn't interest you, Actives is processing themselves and locking arms with other people and other scientists that are incredible. So we've locked arms with Al Zapp. He is behind Tesseract, who has supplied products to doctors around the world for decades. You probably haven't heard of him unless you're a doctor, because he only worked directly with doctors. He now is working directly with Actives and allowing us some of his patent pending processes to be able to encapsulate things that otherwise could not get into the body. So because of that, we're attracting doctors from around the world that are realizing what we have with our science. So link, if you think about the link between your brain and your gut, they really link together much more closely than most people realize. And that's where the majority of our immune system, our health lies. Link actually helps the brain to create new neurons, to create BDNF, to create serotonin and dopamine and things that we absolutely crave to be able to be at our best each day and think clearly without that brain fog over us. It also helps feed the enzyme, not the enzyme, excuse me, the endothelial cells that line our gut and all of our major organs. Absolutely incredibly important for our digestive system, for our immune system, for being able to stop leaky gut and things getting through our gut into our bloodstream that cause all sorts of havoc, like allergies and other things that are just a mess. When your body's not functioning properly, we don't feel at our best, we can't perform at our best. Link is going to start to help our brain to be stronger and our immune system to be stronger and our gut to be stronger and strengthen all of our major organs. It's huge, huge. And it's based on butyric acid, which could not be taken comfortably without his patent pending process of wrapping it so that there's no smell or taste. It's not something we would normally want to intake if we had to smell it. but it's something our bodies crave, and we can only get it naturally through butter and ghee. And I promise you, you can't eat enough butter to be able to give your body enough butyric acid to be able to function properly. If you don't know what butyric acid is, I didn't, it's okay. You can go and Google the benefits of butyric acid. It'll blow your mind. It's something we all need. And then Optimend is the third product in our trifecta. Optimend lowers inflammation and pain. So much stronger than turmeric ever could. Turmeric's the strongest one I'd ever heard of to naturally lower inflammation. And yet turmeric's a large molecule, so it's hard for the body to absorb it. So they've taken the breakdown of turmeric. You've seen doctors and scientists breaking it down to curcumin, which is also available at stores. But tetrahydrocurcumin is the few percent of cells. There's like 4 cells that the body actually can metabolize from curcumin. The rest is going down the drain. So they're taking those 4 cells and they're encapsulating them again through ALZAP's technology to be able to get it to time release in the body and release properly where it needs to be able to lower inflammation and pain. So whether you're dealing with an old sports injury that's now come back into your life to make life a little bit more painful, or you worked out too hard at the gym and you want to be able to recover faster so that you can go back and work out hard the next day, or you worked out too hard in the yard and you come in a little bit stiff and sore, or you've got a headache, Optimend is your game changer. Absolutely incredible for athletes, for anybody who's working out, for anybody who is working in any kind of an atmosphere that wants to be able to recover faster and get rid of that inflammation and pain. Not to mention all the inflammation that's going on in our body that we don't feel, that we don't know about, that can become a silent killer. So lowering that inflammation is so important. Those 3 are our trifecta. I take them every day and I suggest that you do the same. Look into it. The science is valid and very, very strong. It's some of the strongest products we've ever seen on the market ever, and you can't get them anywhere else. Our skincare is amazing. It's based on 5 active ingredients, not the typical one that is in skincare. So people are seeing results on their face and on their skin. I'm loving that every year I feel like I'm getting younger now. And obviously I'm not going to look like I'm 20 by the time I'm 60, but if I can stem off some of those aging signs, I'm all for it. I love a product that I can see working. And then Arrow, our energy drink, just as strong. I'm watching the pounds shift on people that need it and people that don't. They're tightening and toning and getting the energy. It's an energy drink, but with the side benefit of losing weight. What's better than that? They just keep adding more and more amazing products to their product line. And you can choose to be a customer, get back to the person that sent you this, or you can see the value in this like we did and realize that it's just coming to the United States. It started in Mexico 3 years ago and is exploding down into Colombia and Peru and into South America, but just barely came to the United States and nobody's heard of Actives. And you can be first. You can be early on in this company that is about to become a billion-dollar brand. Let me show you how the system works. They actually have 9 different bonuses. I'm not going to go through them all today. I simply want to show you how it works if you bring on 4 people. So we suggest that you start yourself in business for $500. That gets you $750 worth of product. It's enough of all the products for you and a spouse or a loved one to try the products and see what it's going to do for you. And it gives you product to try with other people, because the more people around you that are trying the products, the faster you're going to see results. My husband, I noticed a change overnight. For myself, it took me almost 9 weeks to start to see any changes. So some people are very quick and some people aren't. It's working internally on ourselves. We don't know what you're going to experience. So we encourage that $500 pack so that enough people are trying it that you can see the results. So then we want you to share this with at least 4 business partners. When you bring them on at that same $500 level and your monthly overhead each month is $240, we have an airplane. Sorry, that's the benefits of getting to do this outside. Just pretend we're at a barbecue. Try and smell the meat cooking in the background. It's all about this beautiful summer weather, so I hope you're getting to enjoy it as well. Sorry about the plane. But if you go and you bring in 4 business partners at that same $500 level, doing a monthly overhead after that of $240, you're going to make one-time bonuses back of about $500. It's $400 in the fast start bonuses and $100 in the rank advancement bonuses. I'm not going to break that down each level from now on. It's just going to be the one-time bonuses and the totals that are highlighted there. So $500 roughly that you're making. And then the residual, this is the important part, is $100. That may not seem like any big deal, but you did the work one time of talking to those 4 business partners, and you may never have to talk to them again. We suggest that you bring on people that you like and that you do talk to again. But if you never talk to them again, you're not going to call them every month and ask them to reorder. The products are making a difference in their life. They're going to reorder. And every time they do, you make that $100 for the rest of your life. So it may just be $100 right now, but it's $1,200 after the first year, $2,400 after the second year, and it's just going to keep growing if you never did another thing. That's a $1,200 a year raise that you never have to work for again. I don't think your job is offering that. Okay, so when they go do the same thing, because we encourage everybody to share this with at least 4 people that they love and care about, hopefully more than that, because everybody needs these products and everybody right now needs to make some extra money. I mean, who do you know that would like to make an extra $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 every month? I could give you a lot more names than 4. But if you just go get their 4 and they go get 4, now there's 16 on your second level. Your fast one-time bonuses are $570. Those pay weekly. So if you go get your people in a week, you're going to get that $500 that week. And if your people go get their people in a week, they're each going to get $500. You're going to get $570, and your residual jumps to $250. That's enough that you never have to think about paying for your products again. It's not coming out of your budget. Everything you make from that point on is profit. It gets super exciting though when you hit that 3rd level, and those 16 people bring on just 4 people. Your Fast Start one-time bonuses is over $4,000. That's enough that you can start getting caught up on some debt, working on some projects around the house, putting new tires on the car, things that you've been putting off because you didn't have the extra money. You can get all those things caught up probably in a month, and you're making about $1,500 a month. That's enough to start paying some bills, probably cover your car payment, your utilities, maybe even a rent payment. It's going to start making an impact on your family. And the real magic comes when that 4th level comes, because if you've gotten 4 and your people have gotten 4 and we've taught them to help their people get 4, then those people are going to probably teach their people to go get 4. And we want this to be so simple. You don't have to go sell product to people. You don't have to set up booths. You don't have to put stuff on your car and try and tell this to the whole world. We just want you to bring on 4 people that you care about, that care about people. Bring on good people that will go do good things when they make money, because there's a lot of money to be had in this company. When the 4th level fills, you've made over $10,000 in Fast Start bonuses just from that level. That's in addition to the other 5,000 plus that you've already made. And your residual is over $5,000 a month. That's enough that for a lot of people, they can start looking at early retirement. They can start saying, you know what, I don't really want to do what I've been doing. I'd rather spend time with my children, or spend time with my grandchildren, or spend time with my loved one, spend time making a difference in the world. I'd like to go to some 3rd world country and live and educate, or build houses, or help put in wells of water, or whatever it is that you want to do, and not have to trade hours for dollars any longer. And if that's not enough for you, if we've done our job right, when the 5th level fills in, you're making over $15,000 a month, and your Fast Start bonuses are over $20,000. Go replace the car that's not running right. Go help a parent that needs some help. Go do something with that money that really is going to make an impact. Maybe take your family on a long needed vacation and not have to nickel and dime it. Go somewhere really, really special and make some memories. And if you've done that job right, it's just going to continue to grow. This particular bonus, this residual bonus that I'm showing you, pays down 8 levels, and you can make over $360,000 a month if we build this out right. We want everybody just to focus on their first 2 levels. Get your 4, help them get their 4, which is 16 for a total of 20 people. And you can literally start yourself on a roll that can just continue to grow and continue to grow and bless people around the world. They have a car bonus. You've probably seen that in some of the boxes over there on the right. They pay between $500 on up to $1,000 a month on the car of your choice every month for the rest of your life. So if you get a car and after a couple of years it's paid off, because it starts paying at $500 a month, pretty soon you're getting $700, and then you're getting $800, and then you're getting $1,000. you're paying that car off pretty quickly. Well, what happens when that car's paid off? You can go get another one. Maybe you've got a child that needs a car. Maybe you've got a spouse that needs a car. Or maybe you want one that's not so functional. Maybe you want one that's good for climbing mountains or going really, really fast or taking the top down and letting you feel the breeze as it comes through. Whatever it is, they're going to continue to pay that car bonus. They have trips that they offer. They have a profit sharing bonus that is absolutely incredible. Their profit sharing bonus pays up to 10% of all of the volume that is coming in from all of the countries around the world. And we have the potential to be able to build in 220 countries. So if you can't think of 4 people in your country where you live, then think of 4 people around the world that could need these products. There are billions of people who need these products. And there are billions of people who would love to make an extra $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 a month. You just need 4. My suggestion is don't sign up the 4 people that live next to you on your street. Don't sign up your 4 children all underneath you in those 4 positions. For me, I wanted to get 4 people that were diverse, that didn't know each other, so that those circles of influence wouldn't cross too quickly. We all say that we're, 7 degrees from Kevin Bacon, or pick a random person. I didn't want my people squabbling over the same people. I wanted to get someone from this culture, someone from this culture, someone from this city, someone from this state, someone from this country, so that they don't know each other. That's how I did it. You can build it however you'd like. The magic is in finding 4 people who will order a $240 auto ship, which is the trifecta for 2 people. So an Optimend, a Link, and a Genomics for 2 people every month. Or if it's a single person, they can get one of every product, which includes the skincare and the Aero and our trifecta for $240. So pick your packet. You can change it if you want as we go along. You can add more if you want to, as you're making more and you want to add in a link for a child who has acne, or you want to add in a genomics for someone who has something that's off in their development. Go for it. You can do as much as you want, but the numbers that we show are based on 240. So you're not going to get exact results because some people will do more than that. But this is what can happen over time. So we're excited that you're here. We're excited that you're looking at this. We hope that we can meet you soon. Some of you are seeing this with the intent that we will be coming through to your area soon. We have an app that's coming out very soon that will show you where we're going to be. So you can literally put your people in front of us. You can follow us and learn more from us as well if you'd like. But our goal is to help you get your 4 as quick as we can. I didn't cover, and I should have, on the first 3 levels. We've incentivized those pretty intently, just from Eric and I. My husband and I have incentivized them outside of the comp plan that we just showed you. It's so lucrative. We've incentivized them where you get your first 4, and they're doing a $240 auto ship. We're going to send you a voucher for a 2-night hotel stay. So that's a reward, just to say thank you from our family to yours for being a leader, getting out of the gate, and sharing this with other people. When you have helped your 4 get their 4, we want to give you a choice of prizes. There's about 6 that you can choose from. You can see them at activesfastpass.com underneath the rewards and incentives on the 2nd page under more information. And the 3rd level, when your 16 have gotten, well, your people's 16 have gotten their 4, we're going to send you on a really fun trip. For those of you that have never stayed at a 5-star luxury resort, this is your chance to do it. You can do 5 nights in the continental US. You can do 7 nights if it's down in Mexico. There's some amazing places out there. Go and experience something you've never done. Take someone that you care about and go and make some memories. We want to hear all about it. Actives is all about activating your life, your health, your finances, your wealth, your time. And we hope that you will join us in this. Get back to the person that showed you this video. Claim your spot ASAP, because those 4 spots are very prime real estate. If you're number 5, you get to go down underneath, but how great is it if you're one of the top 4 getting that spillover underneath you, because it does act like a waterfall effect. So if anybody gets 5 or 6 or 7, they all go down underneath. Don't wait, because you want to be one of those top 4. So get back with the person that brought you, go to actives.com and sign up today. Thanks for watching, and we hope to meet you soon.